I know you're ready, Jeremy. Coming to you live from Otter Creek with Elvis behind me. Coming to you live from Hale's headquarters with Ghostbusters and stuff behind you. We get to hang out with you guys live.
Did you say coming at you all with lies from Otter Creek across from Hale's headquarters south? Is that what you said? For the
I was going to get to that.
The lies stream tonight?
The live stream. Where we get to hang out with you, read your comments in the live chat. If you're tuning in real time at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Jeremy usually likes to start the live off with a song. Take it away, Jeremy.
I'm reading the text from Darlene right now. So okay. Darlene is texting me. I asked her about tomorrow morning. She didn't answer yet. But she did say, so Joyce, one of the Hudson sisters, was in the hospital for 3 days with infection, but praise the Lord, she's home now. And then Darlene also met somebody in Chiefland yesterday passing through. He's a What the Hale's subscriber. He's recognized her and asked if he was the Hudson sister.
Hudson mentality.
Well, we moved into a town with no one around, all to get away from the snow. We put in a 2-inch line and everything was fine till they tried to steal all my dough. Mary was in town hall, couldn't do math at all, just kept calling the law. Wait, not unlike somebody else who moved into Otter Creek that literally said she wanted to fire Mary from town hall, and we're going to see in the police reports that she actually told the deputies that she was going to be firing Belinda and taking Belinda's spot. But, you know, sending emails a worm, hoping he confirmed that no one would know all her flaws. Lynette and John, they're running, they're con, trying to get any money they can. Everything around them dies, lynching fake cries, they'll end up by a river in a van. There were signs all over town, now they're taken down, but everyone knows who done it. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Hold a second, one of them is. And the other is living in a shed with no permit. Now Russ is texting Don. He's telling him it's on. Let's give the world a show. We always wanted fame, and now they know our name. In the meetings, always vote. No.
What about living in a jail cell with no bond or no bail?
We could go that route.
We can add that in there.
We're all making threats. Fans are taking bets. Who's going to be the second in jail? Be Mary, Russ, or Don, Lynette, or Landon. We just know it won't be what the Hales. Just know it won't be what the Hales. Cause we moved into a town with no one around. All they get away from the snow. Everything was fine until they tried to steal all my dough.
Give it up for Jeremy.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to the Lies stream, where we focus on the pathetic, habitual lying of individuals who live in Otter Creek. This is the news story of our lives, which before we actually get into the lies, we actually had a pretty incredible trip this week.
We did. You know, I was just looking at your hoodie, and I was thinking maybe I should create successfully debunked hoodies.
That might work well. That could work very well.
You like that idea?
Yeah, and if we make it, we're going to have to send one to Grandma Jerry, because we have officially adopted Grandma Jerry as our grandma. She didn't even have a chance to say no. We didn't give her a chance to say no. Grandma Jerry is now our grandma, whether
Wait,
she wants to be or not.
I thought she adopted us as her grandchildren beforehand.
That may very well be true.
She twisted her arm when we showed up in person, and we're like, okay, fine. You could be our grandma.
Okay. She even sent candy for George Werther's. What grandma doesn't send candy? Now, everybody got to see some of the coolest stuff in the world here. Okay. Now, this is autographed by Steven Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob. Now, in the beginning, we thought they were animation cells when we showed up. They are prints. They're not animation cells. Really, it's just as cool. Just as cool. And so there's that one right there.
It is a real autograph, though, right?
It is the real deal. And this is just amazing. Just amazing. Grandma Jerry went and spoiled us. And then, like all good grandmas, we went and had ice cream afterwards, which was amazing. And we found out Grandma Jerry doesn't go to Elvis concerts fully clothed. So she was hilarious.
She didn't go prepared, is what you're saying.
I'm thinking she might have went prepared, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Grandma Jerry with a G in Michigan. She's definitely wild. She's fun. She's sweet. She's so generous. She gifted us all this stuff. And I even told her, I feel so bad taking this stuff. And she's like, don't you dare feel bad. I want you to sell it. Use the money for whatever you want.
I was just going through some of the stuff that she sent with us. So you got to see the SpongeBob history, which is it's just incredible. It's really incredible. When Grandma Jerry literally loaded our truck. She says, Jeremy, you come with an empty truck. I'm going to load you up with stuff and you can do whatever you want with it. I was just going through some of it. She's got like $500 watch in there. I'm sitting there going, oh my goodness, Grandma Jerry. Like, I didn't even look at everything yet. And so Christian and Patience actually unloaded everything. And then they kind of sorted where everything goes. And I know George was eating the candy pretty violently the other night. So
well, let it be clear that I was craving something sweet, and Jeremy's like, well, what do you want? I'm like, is there Albanese gummies? He's like, well, the Grandma Jerry gave us some. Let me go find it. Let me go find out where the kids put it. It ended up in the she shed.
So George is on the couch and she goes, I want something. And usual, I go, I'll get it. What do you want? And so I literally was searching and I was about ready to call Christian and Patience, which I tried to never do unless absolutely needed on the weekends. They would never care. And frankly, Christian and Patience are like family. I mean, family is not always blood. I'll just rephrase that. They are family. And they would never care if I call on the weekends, but I try to be very, very mindful to give them their own space on the weekends. And I was so close to calling, like, oh my goodness, this candy couldn't have just disappeared. And then I found it in the she shed. And George never had to get up from the couch as I wandered all over Hale's headquarters.
So there was one bag of Albanese gummies, teddy bears. Yep. There were 2 bags of soft Werther's caramel chews, and then one bag of the hard candy. Guess who ate the 2 soft chews? And I didn't even get to taste one. I didn't even get one bite. I didn't even get a lick. Jeremy was the one who ate both of the bags of the soft chews. And then I had maybe a handful of Albanese gummies, and then the hard candies are still there. And then he ate half of that jar of the lemon heads. You think I have a jar
of lemon heads?
I'm not the only one that has a sweet tooth. You're probably worse than I am.
Grandma Jerry spoiled us.
2 bags.
But in my defense, they were small bags, and I'm a big guy. I'm just throwing that out there.
They were small bags, you guys. Small bags.
Look how large I am. I'm just
It's
throwing
by
that
the
out.
size of my head.
I'm just saying that George wanted candy. I found the candy, and I started to eat it as well.
It it definitely was. Overall, it was done. It was a fun road trip. Finally meeting Jerry in person, because Jerry, this isn't the first time Grandma Jerry has gifted us some amazing gifts.
Oh no, she's so generous and so funny. Like so,
Yes.
so there are people who watch What the Hales who do not get our humor. They just don't. And frankly, they probably never will. Grandma Jerry gets it. Just 100%. Grandma Jerry gets it. She matches our humor, and she could probably take it up a notch or two or three as well. So it was just a blast.
Yeah, it was. It was fun. And she had two beautiful dogs, and one looked like Lassie, and her other dog Bella. It's either Bella, was it Bella or Bella? Can't remember.
Bella, I can't remember right now.
She had a chair and she sat like this with her arms folded
It was
across.
Bella. It's Bella. It's Bella. Yeah. Bella, Schnauzer, right? Yeah, Schnauzer, and she'll sit on the arm of the chair, and her arms she'll just be, and just in everything, just listening to everything, part of the conversation, enjoying it. It was just a ton of fun, and frankly, with all the craziness of Otter Creek, the insanity of Lynette and Crook, and the corruption with the powers that be, getting out and having fun with Grandma Jerry was probably the highlight of the week, frankly, for me. And it was just a blast to get to meet her in person. And I'll tell you what, she don't look a day over 35.
No, not I guess 39.
My goodness. So America's favorite, or the planet's favorite grandma, is Grandma Jerry. And she is a sweetheart. And she spoiled us rotten. So I know there are a lot of you out there that want her as your grandma, and the answer is no. We already got her. So
we called dibs,
and dibs rule is in effect. Grandma Jerry's our grandma. We adopted her. You can't have her.
So the way Jeremy planned it, I for sure thought the distance of where she lived in Michigan and the timing with traffic, no traffic, we for sure thought we'd be home by like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night.
Midnight. And I was telling George we'll be home at 10 p.m., but I knew it would be 12. It'd be midnight. And I just wanted to aim for 10 p.m. So that's what I told her, even though in my mind I thought midnight.
And I even asked him, should I pack an overnight bag in case we need to get a hotel? And he's like, no, we'll try and just make a day trip of it. And lo and behold, we got home in time for Auctions Anonymous somehow.
We were home at 8:45. I made a 5-hour trip somehow, some way, much less. So
5-hour one way.
Correct.
Hour one way. And she was 5 miles away from the lake. I was hoping ice cream was by the lake and we could check out the lake while we ate ice cream, but we got to check out her house where she grew up in. So that was cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. That was really cool. So that was, without a doubt, highlight of the week. I just see, I think, is Joyce in the chat? Yep, Joyce is in the chat. So Joyce Hudson is in the chat, and one of the Hudson sisters, and she was in the hospital for 3 days. I just
praying for you, Joyce. Praying for you.
Darlene literally texted me like a few minutes before we went live. So and we had a ton of fun with a bunch of people over, having jumbo dogs around the campfire as well. That is always a ton of fun. And so the week that we had together, we tried to emphasize on the fun aspects, as many of the fun aspects as we could. And so we had a ton of friends over, and then we went and we met with Grandma Jerry, and it was just a good time. It was great weather and an incredible storage unit. Oh my
goodness. What an awesome unit. Beautiful weather, amazing storage unit. We got to hang out with Mayor Dan because he couldn't come to the bonfire, and we didn't crash the party that he was at. And
we all went out to lunch with Mayor Dan, so Christian, Patience, Pepper as well.
And Pepper's starting to discover her lips. So she does this thing now. She does that baby thing that babies do with their lips. Yeah. She's always played with her tongue, but now she's doing this.
And she does this all the time.
She does. And she just turned 8 months this week. So she got her 8-month pictures taken.
10 months, but close. Let me show
8 or 10. I've got my months all confused. 10
months. You guys want to see the brand new? Oh, you want to see? There's Pepper in the hammock. Now
she is a thrill seeker. She loves riding the gator.
She loves it. You're gonna see her playing with her lips. These are all from Friday.
Look at her eyes. Her eyes are just like piercing blue.
All from Friday. These are that recent, 10-month-old pictures. Look at her little ear pierced.
Let's see the side by side with her and Christian.
Oh, come on, focus. Focus. My camera is struggling tonight. Come on, focus. There's another one.
She's like, I'm 10 months, baby. In that one picture.
She's like, hashtag 2-town, baby. All right. Look what she's doing with her lips here. Admittedly, I have a ton right now.
Oh. She was probably in the middle of doing this.
She probably was. She's such a cutie. Okay, there's more, but let me get the focus back. There we go. So we had a ton of fun, but we started to expose a bunch of lies as well.
We started to expose some of the 911 calls that were placed to Levy County from the moment they moved there, didn't move there, bought the property, was in the process of buying property, and it was just
this one that there's rug dealers in Otter Creek and they won't tolerate that.
Yes.
I mean, that one right there.
Yeah.
We won't tolerate competition.
So that report is dated August of 2021, and you met them in person July 18th of 2021 when they said they own the property. Here in this report dated August, he said he's in the process. So they didn't even own it. They didn't own the process. They didn't own the property till like October of 2021.
Pathological lying. Pathological lying. Oh my goodness.
Do you want to know what the weather was in Florida today? In Otter Creek, especially?
You want me to guess?
Yeah.
103 heat indexed.
How did you know?
Because you told me. And it was storming like crazy. I know that because the security cameras were going crazy.
It started, the schoolhouse shook. It shakes when it thunders. Like the old glass just shakes. And so it was a high of 89 today. And Florida, if you've ever been in Florida, vacation there, or you live in the area, you can just go outside and you just start sweating for no reason, for no good reason. That's how humid it is. So the heat index was 103 degrees today.
That's what Darlene says. So you two can coordinate.
Okay. Have Darlene text me. 9 a.m. And so can you imagine with the heat index of 103 degrees in Otter Creek, can you imagine what it's like living in the shed with no AC or living in a camper that's been unplugged with no AC?
Can I imagine? No, I would never ever put a child in that type of situation. So I would, now don't get me wrong. I realize that early days, the frontier, I mean, we didn't have the advancements that we have now, but we also didn't live past the age of 30. So things have changed.
And we also didn't have global warming.
Back then, you know, everybody lost their teeth. So I guess over there, not much has changed based on that. But I still have mine. See? That's the beauty. That's the beauty. Even though Otter Creek water, that's the beauty of advancements in technology.
Is the water good?
It's Otter. It's Otter Creek.
Otter Creek. It's so good. It's so good.
It's Otter Creek.
So a lot of people are wondering, like, how long till Lynette gets charged with being an accessory
That's a good question. Do we have any answers?
to John's arrest charges of aggravated assault with a deadly pew pew, and them hiding that pew pew the day that he pulled out the pew pew behind the magnolia tree pew pew.
You mean after she lied to Channel 20? Oh, wait, no. That was all before, and then she lied to Channel 20. Like, I can't even wrap my head around this. She begs Channel 20 to come over. She just tells the truth to the Levy County Sheriff.
Well, hold on a second. Let's back up. Before she begged, she ran.
Oh, you mean she's not disabled?
I've never seen a disabled person run as fast as her. I'm sorry. I have scoliosis in my back and I can't even run that fast. But I've never claimed that I've been disabled.
Oh, wow. Well, that's the first time you just came out talking about your scoliosis, because I've gotten in trouble talking.
I know I've mentioned it before.
So there you go. George has finally shared she has scoliosis.
Well, I share a lot that I've had back problems and that I've had back problems since I was an adolescent.
I have back problems as well.
So a lot of people want to know how long before the people that are currently living on her property at the moment turn on her the way she's turned on people that lived on her property in the past.
Well, how long did it take with the rug addicts that were living in the shed illegally that she claims to the judge no rug addicts have ever been on her property? And yet, my goodness, I could pull them all up right now. It didn't take the ducks very long to actually get out of there. The ducks were like, I ain't doing it. Somebody took the ducks. Nobody stole the ducks. The ducks flew away. How does she know? Because she watches YouTube. Wait, I don't watch them on YouTube. The ducks were pretty smart. They got out right away. They didn't mess around.
They didn't even need a tunnel. They just flew away.
I'm just curious what her biological daughter thinks about this. That's what I'm really curious about. I'm curious what the biological daughter thinks about this.
Because the grandson that she's talking about in that report is her firstborn.
Landon.
Yeah.
And that's the same daughter that she had FBI raid their home, claiming some horrific, some of the things that you've seen on the sign, they have claimed in regards into it. This is all public record. Lynette claimed that her daughter and her daughter's husband were involved in child inappropriate adult material, but containing children. And FBI raided their home, and that's what she did to try and get the kids. And so if you go, Jeremy, how do you know this? You're making it up. No, number one, it's public record. Number two, we've got witness testimony to it. And this woman literally will do anything. And so her own kids live in fear of her. Her own kids literally live in fear of her and her lies and her manipulation. It's horrific.
Yeah, so when we say she's been tormenting people like this for decades and it's not just us, this is her MO, and her continued pattern of behaviors going all the way back to.
Why does she care if kids are racing up and down the street? She wants her beautiful baby to play with chalk in the street, but she's calling the cops on other kids in the street. Please, somebody explain this to me. She's calling the cops on kids in the street, but then she's telling the judge that her baby needs to be able to play in the street.
Well, how does she know that it's kids? She said in the same report she can't see the people writing it.
She's blind, just like Crook.
That's right. She can't see well.
She's blind, just like Crook. Man, can anybody make sense of this for me? Because I ain't getting it. I ain't understanding it.
So now that she's manipulated the grandson to fly from Iowa to Florida, do you, along with his girlfriend and his friend, do you think that they're happy there at the turd sanctuary?
Well, from reports I have received, all people hear all day is Lynette screaming at them. And this girl, which I find very, very inappropriate. Now, I'm equal opportunist, okay? So I'm not male chauvinist. I don't care what gender you are, age you are, color you are, orientation you are. I don't care. You treat everybody with the same respect. But I also have 2 daughters and I have a son. And I realize that my daughter's hearts are a little bit softer than my son. And so when working with my daughters, and not like work, but interacting with my daughters, something about that softens me as well. Except and I know the dads out there, you get it. Dads, you get it. You're working with your son, you're a little bit rougher. Okay. Think of it as in regards when I would come home when Jason was little, Jason would literally jump on me and it was a wrestling match right from the get-go. When I would come home, my other girls, Chelsea and Liz, they would go, Dad, you want to cuddle? And so the whole difference there. And so I know those dads out there understand that your daughters actually soften your heart and round out those edges on you. And that is not true. What apparently seems to be happening over at the Turd Purgatory is that everybody gets equally yelled and screamed at because everybody can hear it. And it's not with microphones that can hear through the walls of the camper.
And it was captured on audio and dash cam footage. So you can't say that it's made up, because this is what we've been saying for years now. And it's finally captured on law enforcement audio footage and dash cam footage. So like a lot of people are speculating that the 3 additional, maybe even the 4, total of 4 additional people living on the turd sanctuary, they're trapped there because they have no money to leave. Right?
They're trapped. So, first of all, the child is trapped, defenseless, and in my opinion, neglect and abuse. And it's heart-wrenching. It's absolutely heart-wrenching. But then when you put even teenagers, or if you put elderly people on the property, I even feel like John was trapped by Lynette and all of her lies and her manipulation. Who knows what she would have said about him if he would have turned his back on her. And yet here it was she who turned her back on him. Now, she did the right thing finally and turned him in and turned over the firearm. And then she turns right around that night, runs to Channel 20, begs to be on TV, and downright pathetically, pathologically, habitually lies to them. So now John is in that position. I wonder if John's going to come forward. I wonder if my legal team has reached out to John about coming forward and throwing Lynette under the bus.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. If he, yeah.
I wonder if
show him the police report to see that it was her that turned him in.
I wonder if Crook is already in communication.
Wow.
I wonder if Crook has finally found freedom in his imprisonment, but freedom from her and is ready to tell all. I wonder.
That is interesting. That's very
I
interesting.
wonder.
And a lot of people would want to know. So, do you think that Lynette manipulated her grandson and the friends and offered like fake jobs and fake promises and fake money and fake manipulation tactics just to get them there to help her? So this was
What
all
I
a
think,
plan to get him there and then set Crook up so that he could go behind bars so that they could be the helpers, because she don't need him anymore because she's got 3 other hands to help her.
so I'm going to back up even further, because I know something that's in these police reports that the planet doesn't know yet. And we're going to find out what some of that money that people have been sending to her to has actually been going towards. And those people who are sending her money are not going to be happy, because it is not what it was intended for. And it's in the police reports. Okay. And so here's what I personally believe, that she conned somebody out of money to get those kids down there, and then manipulated them as well as she does everyone. And now I believe that they are probably just as trapped as John ever felt. And there's no doubt Crook is a, and frankly, I've said this to George before. How can you blame him having to listen to her scream and yell all day?
Yeah.
Like, it is. There are some amazing Bible verses in Proverbs about contentious women and complaining women, and go look them up sometime. So there's no doubt that she probably drove him to the strong drink, in my opinion. And yes,
you did say that before you ever met him. Well, ever spent time with him. So how long do you think before this particular grandson that she manipulated realizes that it's his own grandma that's the bully? Remember when he took the time to set up a GoFundMe, if it was him that set it up, because his name's listed on it, that it's his grandma is the bully and she's the jerk, manipulator, master manipulator, and takes the GoFundMe down that he created on behalf of her.
It's not moving with any money. If people actually knew what she was doing with this money, they would have never given it to her in the first place. Let me just throw 2 words out to you: spider, monkey. Coming soon.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in the back of your head.
For all the fools out there, and you know what, here's another thing. There are people that actually go, Jeremy, you're a Christian, how dare you call people a fool? There's a Bible verse that says don't call anybody a fool. All right, let me tell you how foolish that person is that says how dare you say a fool. Fool is an English word interpreted from the Greek and the Hebrew, which fool is our word. It's not the original word. It's the best translation from that original word. There is nothing wrong with calling somebody a fool. Jesus called the Pharisees and Sadducees whitewashed sepulchres, serpents, and the list goes on and on. These are all degrading. This is all name calling. When he saw it, he called it what it is. When I see a fool, I call a fool what it is. So these fools that gave her money are about to find out how foolish they truly were.
Yeah.
Spider, monkey. Lee County Sheriff. Coming soon.
911 call. How long before this particular grandson witnesses as an eyewitness to the neglect and the verbal and emotional abuse towards this child that she adopted?
Well, I'm sure they're seeing it on a daily basis. And we did put out an offer to this young lady that's on the property that we would do what we could to help her get home if she could get safe away. And we have not heard anything yet. So it could be that she is not in a safe environment and she can't communicate and she can't get away appropriately, even though Lynette has been seen multiple weekends at I'm struggling with this, George, because she's been at the Chiefland flea market and she told the judge she's paralyzed to her property, George, paralyzed. And yet she's pawning stuff off at the flea market. What do you think she's selling?
Well, she's told the judge multiple times, the Florida judge at least. I don't remember if she's told the Ohio judge, and she's told several deputies or law enforcement officers that we don't even leave our property. We don't ever leave our property.
Never.
It just rolled off her tongue. We don't even leave our property.
But I'm disabled, so I do a 10-hour round trip trek in the middle of the night with a baby in a stroller who isn't a baby and isn't potty trained. But what I will do is call 911 because somebody is an ex-friend and they're commenting on all my posts on Facebook. They're making bad statements. They're harassing me online.
He and his wife have shown up. So it was a male that left those comments on her pictures. He and his wife showed up at her property, she said. So it was a guy that left comments and was leaving bad statements on her post. He and his wife have shown up at complainant's house. So she's talking about some guy.
How do I get it all to stop? Oh, I know how you get it to stop. You stop. That's how people get it to stop.
Or you block and delete.
It ends. Of course, they created multiple Facebook hate pages to degrade all of the residents of Otter Creek. And we've also seen all in their past in Northport, same thing. They were doing the exact same thing. Of course, we will get to the Northport police records as well. Oh, vehicles on the road, huh?
Before we get to the number of lies and contradicting statements in her 911 reports, Karma got you good this week, don't you think?
Oh,
Karma
man, I can't keep up with Karma. Jeez, I cannot keep up with Karma. I mean, Karma keeps on getting me. Yeah, I'm
People want to know. People want to know a serious question, though, about Karma. Does Karma come in waves or does it come in a single wave?
Oh, well, that depends. If you're the one that says, Karma will get them, well, it's going to come in a wave and destroy you. Because that's the way it works. And again, I posed this question. How come is it the people, when they're at the bottom and they had something horrible happen? It could be their thing got destroyed out on the lake. It could be they got squatters in a crappy, trashy building, and now they have to deal with that. Why is it that they don't say, well, Karma just got me? Why is it they say, well, Karma will get the other person? If they believe in Karma, Karma is getting them. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Dawn, I can see your message.
You're in the live chat right now commenting.
Yeah, it went through, Dawn.
If you believe in karma, why do people say when the worst points, oh, karma's going to get them, instead of karma's getting me, I need to change some things? It's interesting, isn't it? And karma's getting me so much. I have so much jewelry in this office right now. I can't keep up. Like 2024 is the units of jewelry or something, which the Akron unit that we purchased has got to be the best one of 2024 so far. So cool. So cool. And karma keeps getting us while, others are reporting stolen merchandise from rug addicts. Stolen merchandise from rug addicts that they are claiming was not living on their property. And yet here it all is. Page 2. Yep, here, right there. There it is. Another page of the rug addicts on the property. Another page, rug addicts on the property. And then what does she do? She refuses to cooperate. Lynette refuses to cooperate. My goodness.
No.
Shocking. Do you think maybe Karma got her?
I think Karma is her newest husband.
Well, I know Karma has been hanging out with me, and man, Karma is a good kisser. Look at this. Lynette is
hung up on him. Hung up on the deputy.
Come on.
Became irate and hung up.
She refused to listen, became irate, and hung up on me.
And this was all before we exposed her.
We exposed anything
her
about
cray-crayness.
Everything we know about her. Oh, wait. What did Lynette tell the Levy County Dispatch 911? Her daughter
Her own
is
biological. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So some people may be confused by that statement. She actually has 2 adult biological daughters, and she's talking about her firstborn daughter in this statement.
And she wants to burn all of her daughter's stuff that she says was in the shed for years, even though there's no way that could be possible.
Maybe those are some of the items she's selling at the flea market as ephemera.
You know what? That could be. That literally could be. Yeah, you're right. That could. What do you think? What do you think she's attempting to sell?
I think so. Earlier on, when we showed text messages between her and another local, which we ended up explaining who that local was, she did buy storage units. She bid on some storage units. And so I'm thinking maybe she's selling some of the stuff finally in the other shed that they bought from storage units. She's selling everything that's not tied down.
You don't think she took all of Crook's stuff while he's in jail and went, it's gone?
Could be.
It's gone. He doesn't get Social Security anymore. Remember, Lynette has publicly posted that Crook financially rapist her. And so, what's to stop her from taking everything that belongs to him illegally and selling it?
Because she may be selling his open bottles of booze. Who knows?
He's going to need a good lawyer. Yeah, this is going to
be.
He
is. And the prosecutor or whoever the lawyer was that was assigned to him, she didn't have any records of him, which, remember during the hearing, she's like, I don't have access to any of those records. Like, wouldn't she be prepared? Kind of like Lynette Crook's Ohio lawyer would have been prepared, but he wasn't.
That was the funniest court session I've ever had in my life.
Do you need 5 minutes to call your client on the phone in the hallway? I just need to.
No, Your Honor. I need to.
Need to.
I need to.
1 minute later.
We have no evidence.
Well, Your Honor, we have no evidence. Why wouldn't he call her to the stand as a witness? Is it because she lost her voice?
Well, for a person who lost her voice, it rang through very, very loud and clear when she said, I want to speak. I have tons of evidence.
I have plenty of evidence. And her evidence was probably as thick as a stack of all the 911 calls.
Well, the best part of it is we go back for Crook. And the funniest part was this moronic legal counsel trying to claim that there is no proof that Lynette and Crook were there. Want to bet? Not only do we have the incident reports, not only do we have in writing that she says Silver Scam said that she could be there. Not only do we have in writing that she filmed George there. Not only do we have in writing, we've got video and audio.
They admitted to camping out in front of town hall when they know that I go every month. We go every month and record. We consistently go every month.
Wait until you hear the video and audio from the town hall meeting, which they will be found guilty in Ohio for violating civil protection order. While Florida makes a joke out of the legal system, Ohio takes it very serious. And
I don't understand. They're supposed to take full faith and credit. The judge even said it during the ex parte that we have to follow it corner by corner. I think that's the wording they keep using. Corner.
That's what the detective said.
But the judge also did too. The judge did too, because I went back and I rewatched it, and he even used the exact same words.
And yet none of them are doing anything. What a gross liability Florida is.
It is.
It's horrible. It is. But don't worry. Lynette's on it, guys. She's gonna tell everybody that you're illegally recording phone calls. Lynette's on it, guys. She on it. Which, by the way, Lynette called the clerk of courts in Ohio from Florida. Florida is an all-party consent state. Lynette broke the law. She recorded without consent from the clerk of courts in Ohio. She called from Florida. Therefore, Florida law is what's admissible, and she broke the law in regards to that phone call. And yes, we have video of that phone call as well.
And then posted it on a platform called Facebook
publicly, and then claimed that I lied, that there was no civil protection hearings, which there absolutely was, as everybody is aware of now. Everybody. Crazy. Oh, but you know, Crook never pulled that firearm out on me, right? Crook never did that, right?
Oh, he would never do that. He would never do that. But if he did do it, he had every legal right to. That's what she told Channel 20 News.
He would never do that. He doesn't have one.
He can't see well.
Do you think Lynette and Crook actually went and hid the firearm after the incident with me as well?
Maybe.
So Lynette publicly has stated and posted all over the place that Crook didn't get arrested because the sheriff had super high-tech machinery and they found out that we photoshopped the video. And yet you see nothing, absolutely nothing. What you see is they didn't arrest him because the state attorney said, I didn't show fear. Oh, that's interesting, because that's what we've said the entire time. I wonder who speaks truth. Brian advised that he did not see due to Hale's not showing any fear. Right there. Interesting. Yet, here's more truth for the planet. Man, this is quite the lies stream tonight.
The lies stream. The lies.
This is a lies stream.
Why is that song stuck in my head? Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies, tell me lies.
You tell me, what is it?
Who sings that song? I think it's Fleetwood Mac. I think I'm going to make another shirt and have it say successfully karma'd.
Karma keeps getting me.
Successfully karma'd. I'll do successfully debunked and successfully karma'd.
Karma does keep getting me, and I can't keep up with it. Like, it's... Listen, all joking aside, I know Grandma Jerry understands the sarcasm as George and I are talking about this karma, and because we had a ton of fun laughing about it and during our visit. And so, all joking aside, God has blessed me. That God has truly blessed me. And I will be the first to admit I do not deserve any of that blessing. And yet God still, in his sovereignty, in his control, in his loving generosity, continues to bless me. And there are difficult things and difficult decisions we've had to make this year. And financially and with the businesses and the whole deal, God still is blessing. We get to meet Grandma Jerry. That was such a blessing, an uplifting blessing. God has blessed me. And so God continues to bless me. And I truly believe that God blesses those that are faithful to him. And there are so many online that claim to know him. They claim to be a ordained minister and yet has no remorse for any of these lies that we are talking about. That go on and claim that they know God and they're so proud because they pray at Thanksgiving meal, which means nothing if you don't even know who you're praying to. When you have no concept of who God is or a personal relationship, it means nothing. My life's goal my heart's goal would be that all people come to know Jesus Christ as their Savior. And That doesn't mean if you do, God's going to bless you. And, you know, there's people out there will tell you, oh man, you're going to be rich and you're going to be healthy. No, Jesus actually says it's going to be tough. He goes, my cross is heavy. And if this is what they do to me, what are they going to do to you? And we can see what individuals do to us. And yet God still blesses. And so while we're joking about the karma, the reality is, and the 1% of the time where I'm serious, the reality is God has chosen in his sovereign love and his grace and his mercy. It is ultimate goal for my life to somehow, some way continue to keep blessing me when I don't deserve it. And I want to be found faithful in that. And I want to continue to be a blessing to others. $180,000 so far has gone towards legal fees. It's astronomical. It's mind-blowing. $180,000 I could have put towards kingdom work. I could have put towards Christian camps, churches, feeding people, you name it, housing people. And it breaks my heart. And I keep asking God, okay, when's this going to be over? And when can we get back to your business? And I understand as well that this very well may be what he wants right now for his business.
This could be his way of using us to somehow expose things deeper.
Save a child, save a county potentially. We don't know. But I can't even begin to express to you how overwhelmed I feel as God continues to bless me. Like even in the last storage unit, this storage unit we just got is insanely good. Everything is insanely good. And there are things that I want to hold on to and I want to keep, and I want that for history. And, you know, Grandma Jerry reaching out, and here's a piece of history. It just, God continues to bless, and I'm overwhelmed by his love and his blessings. And so please don't anybody ever take it as Jeremy and George believe in karma. We believe in God, and we believe that he's in control. That's the sovereignty. He's in control of all things. He's sovereign. And we believe that he continues to bless those that love him. And yet at the same time, there will be hardship in his name. And so we continue to fight the good fight. And in the end, we want to be told, well done, good and faithful servant. All right, now we can go back to joking. So karma.
Is there fan mail you'd like to open?
Not yet. I still got more lies.
Oh, okay.
I got me some lies.
I lost count. I feel like there was a lie in every single report, or a contradiction of some sort in every report.
Oh, wait. This one, forget this one. This one's one of my favorites. Okay. First of all, her boyfriend, what's that say?
Her boyfriend, John Crook. So I highlighted that, but didn't even realize that he spelled it crook until we recorded it.
So we know Dowling is a fan and a viewer because he put in here crook.
I can't confirm or deny that. I have no idea.
And John is selling his medications, which we have all the text messages to prove it. As a matter of fact, the person who she texted to is in the chat. I just saw that person in the chat right now. I mean, it's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. And they have to keep telling her she shook to her core. She absolutely shook to her core. Well, maybe if you did the right thing, when people do the right thing, they typically don't get shook to their core. They typically have peace. And that's the other thing in regards to having a real and personal relationship with Jesus Christ. There is peace in the turmoil. That doesn't mean everything around you is going to be peaceful by any stretch of the imagination. Everything could be going to, and yet you have peace with God. And so I appreciate that even in the aspects of turmoil, the aspects of the hurt that this has caused, not only us, but many, many others, the other things that we could have done for so many more people. It hurts so many people, and yet we can still have peace that God has never abandoned us by any stretch of the imagination. God has a sovereign plan, and God's going to continue to expose. What's done in the dark is going to come out in the light, and God is that light exposes that darkness. So, we've got. I mean, I can keep going on. I can keep going
It
on.
just gets more and more wild. So if you guys think what we've shared with you, only a few months we've shared with you so far, it just gets wilder. And the
nobody's
call.
seen this yet. This starts tomorrow. This is tomorrow. Nobody's seen this yet. Anybody want to tell me why Levy County Sheriff have documented that she's sleeping in a shed and has the baby sleeping with her, and why nothing has been done? Oh, by the way, this is her at midnight claiming that Jeremy Hales has people knocking on her shed, which is you're going to love it. I promise you, you're going to love this one. You think maybe it's rug-induced paranoia? The answer is absolutely. She's literally, and this will be covered tomorrow. I promise. You do not want to miss tomorrow's. Tomorrow's is insane. But what gets me over and over again, they know, and they do nothing.
What was the time?
The time is 11 minutes before midnight.
So 23:49. That's military time. So
11:49 p.m.
Moments before midnight.
And she's claiming, as I'm in Ohio, just keep in mind this is June, so I'm in Ohio in June, and she's claiming, I'll show it one more time. I'll read it to you really quick. Someone's knocking on her shed. A canvass was completed. No signs of anyone have been walking around and observed. Complainant advised. Lynette says she doesn't know who's doing it, but knows Jeremy Hales is getting them to mess with her. No joke. No joke.
Yeah, definitely paranoid.
It's insane. It literally is insane. And I don't think the insanity is going to leave anytime soon, unfortunately. But I think the legal process, we will stay true to the legal process, as we have always said. It's never appropriate to make contact with anybody that you see in any of the videos. And we will allow the legal process to take its due course and hope that justice is there for all. And so that's extremely important. That's extremely important. How much mail do you have?
I've got a big old box and a couple packages, a couple envelopes.
I thought you were going to say you have a big old butt. Okay. You want the box?
You want me to open the big old box?
Or were you talking about my butt?
No, I was talking about the package. I was talking about the package.
It wasn't even Noreen that took it up times 10 that time. Okay. So whenever we say something like big old, when we first got to Otter Creek, we asked somebody, and we're not going to share who, George, but we asked somebody, have you ever seen an otter in Otter Creek? And we were told, there's a big old mean otter in there. Yeah, that's what we were told. And so we always say now, we have these inside jokes. As a matter of fact, as George and I came up yesterday on 6 years to the date of actually knowing each other, that we have this list of inside jokes that is ridiculously insane.
It's called the mega list.
We call it the mega list.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
that's funny, John.
Unfortunately, with newcomers in town, somebody took the big old alligator.
Someone beheaded him
in Otter Creek.
That's so sad.
This is from Vice Mayor Carl, and he shared it with me. I just wish this gator would have made it back to our property where it would have been safe. And I have my feelings of who did this, and I'm sure others have their feelings of who did this as well. And
that's messed up.
That is very, very messed up. I'm not okay with it. Well, I did just reference yesterday was our 6 years since we actually met and historically we have done a live stream, but plant scheduling and stuff didn't allow that to happen yesterday. And through 6 years, many of you have been with us. I'm going to take another serious moment. Many have been with us from that very, well, not the moment of 6 years, but from the first moment when it was revealed that we were together. And you guys have seen us go through horrific, challenging times. So, for example, I mean, I've been in the hospital for hours and hours and hours waiting to see if George was going to be okay, with multiple cancer surgeries, radiation. You know, I've come out of the hospital and for some reason I was milking my fingers and I still don't know why.
And crying.
So you've seen us at some of our most vulnerable, frankly, even intimate times of care for one another. And you've been there with us through it all. And you've seen us in our triumphs, which some of our triumphs, we've together, we've done incredible things for Camp Patmos. We've done incredible things overseas for orphans in Egypt. And we've done so many things. I mean, the latest real triumph, I would say, Christmas in the Creek, which it was an experience of the heart for all that were involved. And I think I saw Mark Feather in the chat. I already have been thinking that I really am going to try and encourage Mark Feather and Randy Shockett and Doreen to be a part of Christmas in the Creek this year as well. And I know I probably don't even need to ask them. They're probably going to come to me and ask and say, hey, can we be a part of this? But it's just part of what we want to continue to do in these great successes. And many of you who are in the chat were part of that as well. And so it's been amazing as you've seen us at our lowest, literally scared for one another and health issues. And those health issues don't go away. I mean, you can see it in the chat a lot of times. George has, memory fog and things along those lines. And the fact is, we're both getting older and fatter. If you go back to the beginning, oh my goodness, we were both so thin. And then you guys all know what happens. You get comfortable. It's comfort weight. And then
I think we're at a good weight. I think this is a good weight for the both of us. Because I was looking at pictures of you before I met you, and I was like, yeah, you're too skinny.
She used to tell me that. She's like, you're too skinny. You're too skinny. She used to say that all the time, which I was like, I'm not. But I think she's attracted to a little chub.
No, I only appreciate it on you.
Well, and I get it as well, because I'm not into stick figures, bones. That's just not my thing. I like a little something to hold when I'm cuddling. And I think everybody knows, like, I love cuddling. Like, cuddling is my jam.
Canoodling?
So if you're going to ask who initiates cuddling first, it's typically me going, you want to cuddle? And so you guys have been with us through the beginning, the lows, the highs. And
I do want to add, there's a lot of people that have been following before I even came onto the scene.
Sure.
So before, when the channel was a completely different name, a lot of you guys have been What the Hales Riders from before What the Hales even existed. And Jeremy always wanted to name his child What the, last name Hales. So we changed the channel name to What the Hales.
And
I played around with different logos for like 3 days. 3 days I played around with different types of logos. What's it going to be? I knew it was going to be What the Hales. And like finally I settled to what it is today. What the Hales. It took me 3 days to finally find something that we both liked and that sticks out, that's simple and that sticks out and people can remember and people can recognize.
We like it. My dad doesn't. My dad goes, when are you going to stop cussing? And I went, Dad, millions of people have stopped saying the cuss word and now say Hales, I would think you would look at it the other way, that I'm actually helping millions to stop cuss. And
a lot of grandmas have written to us and told us that they find themselves telling their cats what the hell.
Yeah, so literally people will write us and say, yep, I stopped saying that word and I say what the hell's now. And I try and explain that to my dad, but
remember that one time you put a what the hell sticker on your parents' mailbox?
Yeah, I do.
They did not appreciate that.
They did not appreciate that.
No, they didn't.
They did not appreciate that because he still thinks it's a cuss word. So, but you know,
old school. Old
school. And in the new school, I think we're helping people stay away from cuss words, but that's just my thought process. Anyways, what I was trying to say is George is getting this big old box is thank you for being there on the journey with us everywhere from Egypt to the Grand Canyon to thousands of feet under the ground in caves to
giving someone eyesight back,
to giving eyesight, to helping people in Egypt, to helping children in Ohio and all over the state. You go to camp, and frankly, for helping a child in Otter Creek that we're continuing to try and help. You've been there through all the highs and all the lows, and I just want to say, the rare moments that I'm not sarcastic and not joking, I just want to share my appreciation for all of you out there watching. And even the haters, you know, you either love What the Hales or you love to hate What the Hales. There's really nowhere in between. And the funniest part of it all is the haters who love to hate us, they have helped more than anybody else. So we appreciate them. And so we can honestly say thank you to them as well.
Yeah, I'm okay with them following along on the journey. That's fine. Absolutely. They don't have to agree with everything that we do or how we're taking care of it. That's fine. But if they want to follow in on the journey, that's fine as well. We're doing something right if they want to continue following versus finding someone that they love to love versus love to hate.
I always tell other YouTubers and George, as I always say, if you can evoke an emotion so strong one way or the other, you did your job. And it doesn't matter if it's love or if it's hate. If what you are creating, and that's what we're doing, we're creating. It's art. It's a media form. It's news. And so if you can evoke an emotion so strong one way or the other, you are extremely successful. And so I think we do. That's one of the things I don't have many skill sets, but that is a skill set that we seem to accomplish fairly well. All right, now you want mail?
Yes.
But before we get to the mail,
bring on the mail song.
What's been your favorite memory in the past 6 years and 1 day?
Oh my gosh, there's too much. There's too many favorites. There's too many good moments to just have a favorite.
Pick one.
Okay, cheese curds. Party in the mouth, cheese curds with the fancy sauce and ketchup.
You all just saw what happened, right? We just debunked George. She says she doesn't have favorites, and she just picked one.
He made me pick one. We've got mail. That big old box would never be able to fit in here, though. This big old box is from Lori, all the way from Nebraska. Says, whoa. Hi, George and Jeremy. I've been hanging on to this box, waiting for the last item to come in. Since you painted the ranch house interior, I love your color choice. I wasn't sure, but thought maybe you might want some pops of color and something soft to stand on while pouring ketchup on Jeremy's food. And I know you love your fluffy butts. Also, a few items to dress up the bathroom according to Jeremy's jokes. I love you guys and watch every episode. May God watch you both and everyone in Otter Creek. Sending prayers, Lori from Lincoln, Nebraska. And then she sent this $20 to be used for fees or well-deserved barbecues night out. And says,
And
oh, and the aprons reminded me of George, Madam Mayor, and Deanna. Jeremy's is with Mark Feather and Travis. So let's get digging in this big old box.
Big old box.
These must be the aprons. I should open one. It's gotta be. Let me open one.
I'm gonna give George Solo Layout a full screener.
They are. It's an apron. This is so cute. So
Speaking
cute.
of painting, I was just literally thinking today, I was like, what room are we going to paint for Deanna next in her house?
In her house?
That's what I was thinking earlier this afternoon.
Bathroom definitely needs to be painted. Look, here's an Otter Chaos. 2 of them. Otter Chaos key rings.
That's so true. Otter Creek.
There's a ton of plates. All her personalized custom.
Oh, wow. Your butt napkins, my lord. Ye butt napkins, milady. We do enjoy potty humor. So some families, we understand that potty humor and farts and poop and jokes like that are off limits, but that is not us.
This is Lynette and Crook 100%.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
And he don't see well.
If we get caught, remember, you're blind and I don't have a voice.
I can't speak English.
If we get caught again, now we're talking.
All right, there's more in this big old box, but wait, there's more.
Yeah.
There's more. Oh, look, a guitar stand for Jeremy.
Nice. We could use that at the schoolhouse.
Oh. All right, there's more. There's definitely more. Oh, look how cute. These are mats.
Are those chicken mats? Those are chicken
mats. Yeah, they're
mats.
chicken mats.
Oh, wow. Wow, look at that. Wow.
There's one, and then here's another one. There's more. This is a big old mat.
There's more.
This is a big old mat. There's more. There's definitely more. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love this. This is definitely for you.
Wow, check that out.
Is it green?
Yeah. Remember when I went to Aldi's today? You know what I forgot to tell you? You know how sometimes you buy the Bob Evans mac and cheese?
Yeah.
But Aldi's has the generic Bob Evans mac and cheese. Mark Randy for court with the biases. Oh my goodness.
It's a timer. 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Oh my goodness. That's
all right,
funny.
There's more. This is for you. This is labeled Jeremy.
Can't go wrong with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Slimer pin.
And a Slimer pin.
A squeezy of the Grinch. Another pin. We've got another pin.
Look at that.
And another pin.
Those are super cool.
And that's it. That completes the goodie box. How fun. Thank you so much. This was hilarious.
All right. I've got one here from Louisville, Kentucky. Let's see who it's from. Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky. I got my hair cut for George when she was home, and they literally buzzed it.
I think it looks good, and your hair grows back so quickly.
They buzzed everything except for this little patch up here. I was like, sorry. She was like, yeah, you're all right. All right, we got a little koala. I'm losing my hair anyway from the stress. And we got a $5 bill, y'all. $5 bill. All right, let's see what we got here. From Susan. Jeremy, I've loved watching your videos back to coin pushers, storage units, and now Otter Creek. In honor of the 5 court cases Lynette has now, found herself involved in. I'm enclosing $5 for your legal fees. Please express to George and the rest of your team how much I appreciate your willingness to open yourselves up for us and your viewers. I'll keep you all in my prayers going forward. No one should have to endure what you have been put through by Lynette Crook and the Levy County injustice system. Thank you, Susan. Good gift. Thank you so much, Susan. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. And every dollar does count. And we appreciate Debbie, who's an old school viewer as well from the beginning, who created the GoFundMe for us. And so thank you so much. We do appreciate
Debbie,
that.
I read something that Debbie put in the chat earlier that Lynette makes her curse.
I believe you say what the Hales, Debbie.
All right, this package is from Mary all the way from California. And there is a note in here, and it says, hi, George, Deanna, and Travis. Hope you are doing well. It's been beastly hot out here in California, and I find myself hot at work in the OR despite the air conditioning. I found these neck coolers help, and I hope it does the same for you three. Be safe. No, you are very much loved and appreciated. Blessings. One ancient one from Mary. Aw, she sent some neck towels.
You guys were using those like crazy.
Neck cooling wrap. Yeah. These ones have the beads in them. When you soak it in water, the beads like expand.
Christian I and patients were using them this past week. We took them. You didn't see them in the storage unit, but we had them in the storage unit. But you didn't see us wearing them on the video, but we had them with us. So I was in court, then met Christian and patients. We got this amazing storage unit, which, by the way, this storage unit, some of the things that we have pulled out of this storage unit has been absolutely incredible. And we did like 7 hours of detailed fine-tooth sorting with the fans, the members. And so second tier members and third tier members this week, which was just a ton of fun. Like and we're nowhere near done. We're probably halfway done right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This package came from Felicia all the way from West Virginia. And the note says, Jeremy and George, praying for both of you. I found this money when dumpster diving and thought of you, Jeremy. As long as I have been watching your storage videos, I have not seen anyone with this $2 bill and wanted you to have it. She found this dumpster diving?
Dumpster diving? No way.
How cool
is that?
And then she sent this Jamaica money, $1.
You're making me crazy.
This is really cool that she found this dumpster diving.
And that just proves the point that dumpster diving can be profitable.
It can be, as long as it's legal in your state, because it does vary from state to state.
You have to check laws. You do have to check laws. I'll see your $2 and I'll up it by $2 from none other than George. George actually sent this $2 and says, Dear George and Jeremy, my daughter and I have been watching your channel together for a little while. Your fun got us out of our lives for a little short time. In February 2021, my daughter lost her fiance. Oh no, due to complications of pregnancies. He was also my best friend. My husband of 13 years left. It took my daughter and I a little bit of time. So here's $2 in prayers that this will all be over soon and at least start looking better. From George Ann 58 years old. And that's from George Ann Eridol, right?
Erda, maybe.
By the way, I'm showing this to you on purpose. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Female.
Female. I'm not the only one.
That's a female George. There's 2 in this world.
Which reminds me, when we were doing the live, we talked about how the owner of the storage unit, the previous owner of the storage unit, was a female working for Goodyear with the first name of Ethel.
It's a male.
Ethel it's the dude. It's a dude.
Ethel is a male.
So this package came straight from Amazon. It's labeled What the Hale's Christmas in the Creek. And here's some pink flag tape. I wonder what that's for.
Parking.
And some wooden stakes.
I have a feeling it needs to go on the end of those. I think that's not for Christmas in the Creek. I think that's for the Otter Creek Festival.
I think so too, because we talked about doing poop on a steak stick.
Poop on a steak. That is 100% for Otter Creek Festival. Now all we have to do is go get brownies and put them in the Play-Doh poop mold. And
Put the poop on the steak.
Put the poop on the steak. Oh my
Whoever
goodness.
sent this is genius. But there's no note. There's no notes. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. This is hilarious. This is hilarious.
That is now we have to do it.
Now we're obligated to do it. I was totally saying it as a joke, but now we have to follow through.
So George and I found a Play-Doh poop mold once in a storage unit. And then we then went the next day and I got brownies. I got cosmic brownies, Little Debbie, and munched them up and put them in the actual, the Play-Doh mold. And then in the unit, and we filmed this, and in the unit went, oh, I'm gonna find this poop and I'm gonna eat it. And so it was in a video, and there's this creep that was obsessed with George, who would literally message nonstop. It was so inappropriate. And he finally said, "Jeremy, I hate you. How dare you do that to George? Make her think she's eating poop. I'm never watching you again." And we both looked at each other and went, "Finally!" Oh my goodness, the creep.
He unsubscribed. He was so offended by the poop mold.
Such a creep. He was so creepy. And that's what got him to unsubscribe. And which we're both going, thank you. So this poop thing could go far for us. This could do great.
It brings back memories. So this package came from Jane all the way from AR? Arizona?
Depends. Does it say
or
AR?
Arkansas?
Does it say AR-15?
No, just AR.
Oh,
it says lower corner, can you see the otter and friend? That kind of looks like a penguin, like walking like an Egyptian, a penguin walking like an Egyptian. And then the otter is supposed to be in this corner. Yeah, kinda. It's facing this way or this way. You see it? The otter?
I think.
It's there. It's like facing this way or this way. This way.
I definitely see the penguin walking like an Egyptian.
Thank you, Jan. All right, I've got 2 more envelopes.
I don't
you have
any
more?
No, Christian Patience didn't hit up the post office.
I've got a letter. It says, "You may read on air, baby."
Yeah, baby.
From
it's
Jean,
baby.
From Jean, all the way from Alberta, Canada. In the envelope is a card. Cute little card.
Debbie Vaughn said, "I know a guy named Butthead. His other name is John Crook." Oh, this Debbie's so
then she says, "Hey, hello, J&G. Love all the videos that you put out. You two make my day. Much love to you and all your staff members. Please use this 10 for legal fees." It's Canadian.
I love their dollar
Super
bills.
Cool. It is. It's cool because we don't have this in the US and it says, "I love you all. Jeannie from Canada. Please come and visit." Thank you, Jean. And then I've got one more envelope. This one's from Larry, all the way from Indiana. Says, Jeremy and George, we are one of the 2,570 owners of the thoroughbred racehorse Seize the Gray, who won the Preakness Stakes in May. We want to share some of our good fortune in helping contribute in your legal fees from Patricia and Larry, all the way from Indiana.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Wow.
to Patricia and Larry for Seize the Gray. Wow, that's so generous. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was great.
Is that? Did you get my picture text?
Yeah, but I can't show that on YouTube.
No, I'm talking about the picture text of the sales. Of the sales.
Sorry, I tried to keep a straight face the entire time, but yeah, I have it.
Okay.
I got it.
All right. Give me a second. Okay. So now that you have it, let's switch gears and go into our live bulk auction, or not auction, but live bulk sale. If this is your first time tuning into our Sunday live bulk sale, first things first, make sure you guys are in live chat and not top chat. This is super important. That way, Jeremy and myself, along with all the moderators at home, can see the live chat happening in real time as close as possible. If you're watching from Facebook and you plan on claiming something tonight, make sure you hop on the YouTube platform. Make sure you're subscribed. It's free to subscribe. It's just like a follow. There's no need to register. We just, as long as you can leave a comment in the live chat, you're good. If you don't plan on claiming anything this evening and you're watching from Facebook, you can stay where you're at. Our sale style this evening is Claim to Fame, where we provide buy it now sale prices. And then what we do is we sell a bulk lots to you of similar items. And then throughout the sale, Jeremy will provide a buy it now price on each bulk lot. And then I'll start to show one or two items, and then our moderator, Flipping Adventures, will type go, go, go in the chat. The first person to claim the bulk lot in that buy it now sale amount in the live chat is the winner of the lot, or the person that buys the lot. If for some reason your comments aren't coming through in the live chat, maybe try placing a $ in front of the price. So for example, if a bulk lot goes up for sale tonight for $100 and you're typing in 100, but it's not going through, try putting in a $ before the 100 or a $ after, or some type of symbol. And then
Thanks,
you'll have the option of either being surprised, or we can show you the entire bulk lot. And then if you live within the United States, shipping is included. If you live outside of the United States, there will be additional shipping costs. Those shipping costs can vary anywhere between $50 and $200. Reason being is because it's based on the weight of the package, the dimensions, and where you are located in the world. Just know your country's custom laws and if there's any import fees. And then we ask all buyers this evening to send us your contact information immediately to whatthehales@yahoo. We will include the email address once we go into the bulk sale. And then Jeremy, along with our moderators, will remind you throughout the sale where to send it and what to send. We want your YouTube profile name, your real name, your mailing address, your claim it amount, and the name of the lot that you bought this evening. Again, to whatthehales@yahoo.com, which we will display on once we go into the sale. And then either later on tonight or tomorrow, most likely tomorrow, I will send a invoice via PayPal. You don't have to have a PayPal account in order to pay the invoice. You'll have the option of paying the invoice either using your debit card, which is your bank card, a credit card, or your PayPal account. Keep in mind that everything is sold as is. There's no guarantees. There's no returns. We sell these items off to you as we find them in the abandoned storage unit or wherever we source them from. At the end of the sale, you'll have a chance to win a free item. That's right. You'll have a chance to win a free item at the end of the sale. I'll have 2 lucky winners tonight based on a trivia question. Jeremy will ask a trivia question. The trivia question typically comes from the least viewed video of the week. So keep that in mind. And then the first 2 people to answer the trivia question correctly in the live chat is the winner of that gift, and I will show the giveaway at the end of the sale. And then as best practice, make sure you guys refresh in between every bulk lot. Make sure you switch from top chat to live chat. This part is super important. Make sure you are in live chat and not top chat, because a lot of you will send me screenshots, and your screenshots indicate that you're in top chat, which explains why you didn't win or you weren't the first person to claim. And then we suggest that you do that because there are YouTube glitches, which is out of our control. It's frustrating for us. It's frustrating for you guys at home, but it helps with refreshing. And then we are at the mercy of these glitches. And then also, if you have no intentions of paying for the lot that you claim this evening, please do not claim anything in the live chat. That will get you banned, and you won't be able to participate in any future lives or be able to win anything as far as a giveaway. All right, I'm going to go ahead and change the name of, I'm going to include the email address. Are you there, or did you walk away?
I walked away.
Okay.
Just like there's a walking in the Chiefland. I'm walking. Look at me. I'm a walking. With my sandals on my feet, I'm a walking. 10-hour round trip, I'm a walking. Crook is in the jail getting lit, I'm walking. 90+ degrees, I'm walking. Give me money, please, I'm a walking. All those lies. That's more lies. Going to meet a friend. No. Picked up by the popo is what happened. I was here the entire time.
All right. I just updated the email address so that you guys can have it.
Okay.
All right. Let me go grab the first lot.
Time for claim to fame here tonight. Remember, everything is the number that we state. George will start to show things, and as they continue to be shown, if nobody has claimed it yet for that number, more items will be shown until it is claimed. And so the very first person to type that amount in the chat will be the winner, and it will only be after Flippin' Adventures says, go, go, go. All right. So our first lot here tonight is $155. $155 is our first lot here tonight. Flippin' Adventures is going to say go, go, go. George is going to start to show. $155 is the first lot here tonight. I'm at 155. 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 You would think I would have. You got a sold Dawn Gibson. I see Dawn. Is that who you see?
Yep.
You saw it before I saw it.
I'm on the YouTube.
I think it took forever for my chat to catch up. All right, so Dawn, you are the winner. Dawn, do you want to be surprised here tonight? And as you decide whether you want to be surprised or not, and yes, we do that on purpose as Arabic accent when you hear us both do it. I don't know why. We just do it. It's one of those weird things that we do. She can tell you why. But at any rate, Dawn says surprise. You're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, shipping address, your claim to fame amount, 155, and tell George it's Disney Pins lot. Let me see what I got here. It's Disney Pins Monster Inc. lot. So Disney Pins Monster Inc. lot. Okay. So it's not a lot number one. It's specified by Monsters Inc. But I ain't trying to say lot number 2 ain't going to be similar. I'm throwing that out there. I will say that lot number 2 is $160. $160. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 George starts to show. $160. I'm at 160. Who gave me a 160? 160. Who gave me 160? 160. 160. 160. Who gave me 160? And Dawn Gibson, the winner again at 160. All right, Dawn, do you want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised? Dawn was on it. My goodness. Dawn, exact same as the last lot. You're going to send your YouTube name, real name, shipping address, your claim to fame of 100 and let me figure out what it was because I can't remember. $160. And then tell George it is the Lilo and Stitch, the Disney Pins Lilo and Stitch lot. Okay.
And there's most of Moana in there too.
Oh, and there's what she just said. And she said surprise. Surprise. Okay. This is part of the fun of this lot. You know, when you're buying from us, you're going to get a ton of stuff in these lots. And then you get it, and then you open it up in the mail, and you're seeing it for the first time. I mean, I equate it to us buying storage units and the fun that we have with that. So I'm assuming that you guys have a ton of fun with it too. Okay, next lot here tonight.
These are all part of Michael's collection.
All right, this is also part of Michael's collection, but a little bit different. $150 is the next lot number 3 here tonight. $150. 150 doll hairs is the next. Flippin' Adventures is going to say go, go, go. George is going to start to show. Flippin' just said go, go, go. $150 is the amount here tonight. $150 is this next lot. This looks like Dawn Gibson again. Like lightning. Like lightning. Dawn is on it. My goodness, Dawn is on it. Dawn does not mess around. All right.
She loves her some Michael pins.
My goodness. Dawn, do you want to be surprised? You want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised?
He usually does.
Yep, sure does. Yep, she says surprise. All right, Dawn, you know exactly what to do, but you're going to tell George that's tack pin lot number 1. And you know, if George makes me say number 1, then you know what's coming next at $151. $151. Flippin' Adventures is going to say go, go, go. George is going to start to show. $151 is the next one here. $151 is the next one here. All right. Flippin' Adventures just said go, go, go. Flippin' Adventures said go, go, go. Georgia started to show. Let's see. Will it be Dawn Gibson for the 4th time in a row? It's Elizabeth Roper. Wow. Harry Williams got in there too, but Elizabeth got in there first. Elizabeth, congratulations. Elizabeth, you're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame of $151, and tell George it's tack pin lot number 2. Do you, Elizabeth, want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised? All right, we're waiting to see if Elizabeth wants to be surprised. That was tack pin lot number 2. Dawn Gibson goes, oops, missed it. Sledge says, oh, I fell asleep. And waiting to see here. Waiting to
surprise.
See. Surprise! She wants to be surprised. Surprised. All right. All right, next one here tonight. Next one here tonight, $45. $45. $45 is the next lot here tonight. Flippin' Adventures is going to say go, go, go. George is going to start the show. Whoops, I just knocked over the guitar, $45. Flippin' Adventures just said go, go, go. $45. PVW. Like no one's business. Wow. Wow. All right. I'm crunching on some Tums. I had McDonald's today. Since today is the first day, I haven't been hanging out with George. I just did McDonald's. PDW, do you want to be surprised? And everything gives me heartburn. PDW, do you want to be surprised? Just a reminder, you're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, and your shipping address.
She said surprise.
Surprise. She says surprise. All right. And then the $45 claim to fame. And then you're going to tell George it's the souvenir spoons lot. Souvenir spoons lot. Souvenir spoons lot. All right. Next lot here tonight. I'm looking. $123 doll hairs. $123 doll hairs. $123 doll hairs. $123 hairs. Flippin' Adventures is going to say go, go, go. I'm seeing Harley Davidson right from the beginning. 123 Gigi Grandma Gale. Just like that. I think Gigi Grandma Gale saw Harley Davidson. She went, I'm in. Holy cow. Gigi Grandma Gale. Do you want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised, Gigi Grandma Gale? Do you want to be surprised? All right. Wow, she was in it. She said surprise me. All right. Now we're seeing George's air conditioning system. I think the camera got swooshed around. And Gigi Grandma Gale says, surprise me. Remember, Gigi Grandma Gale, you're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount of 123, and tell George it is the Harley Davidson lot. The Harley Davidson lot. Okay? Harley Davidson lot. All right. And our next lot here tonight, $138. $138. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 George is going to start the show. $138. $138. Flippin' said go, go, go. George is show. Whoa, this looks pretty interesting here. Actually, I can't see. I'm on a whole different screen. I'm just guessing that she already started the show. But $138 is where we're at. Flippin' said go, go, go. Ooh. This is looking very, very interesting. $138 is the claim to fame amount here tonight. I have a feeling this is going to be a huge lot. Huge lot. I'm still trying to figure out what it is. I can read what she wrote. That looks like arts and crafts right there. Okay, I read what she wrote. Looks like, oh yeah, now I'm seeing it. $138 is the claim to fame here tonight. $138 is the claim to fame here tonight. Flippin' Adventure said go, go, go. George is starting to show. This looks like a huge arts and crafts lot to me. Wow. Remember, everything is free shipping. That, you know what? We could probably put some of the brownies in that mold you just showed and put them on that stick, that survey stick. It looks like a ton of painting and all kinds of things in here. This looks like a huge lot right now. Huge lot right now.
It is a
Whoa!
big old lot. You get an entire tote of arts and supplies stuff. Tote not included.
It's a big old lot. It's a big old lot. Robin Bray in at $138. Robin, you are the winner. Robin, would you like to be surprised?
You get this whole tote filled with arts and supplies, arts and craft supplies.
Do you want to go ahead and just show this huge tote in the camera?
Yep. Tote's not included.
All right, Robin. You're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount of $138, and you're going to let George know it is the arts and crafts lot. That being said, everybody should see, let me check over real quick. Everybody should be able to see right here what the Hales at yahoo.com. Hopefully you can see that okay. All the emails for all the winners tonight go straight there. Straight there. Straight there. All right, the next one here tonight. Next one here tonight is, whoa, $143. Emphasis on the number 43 if you want to try and guess what this lot is going to be about. $143. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 George is going to start the show. George is going to start the show. Flippin' just said go, go, go. $143. Emphasis on the 4 and the 3, maybe.
This is autographed, but we have not authenticated it.
So no authentication. Does that look like Dale Jr.? Fran just got it. Fran just came in. We just emphasizing that we have no authentication on this autograph. Do you remember what unit that came from?
I don't.
Interesting. Okay, so Fran, do you want to be surprised? Fran got it at 143. Fran, just a reminder, you're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount of 143, and you're going to tell George it's the NASCAR lot. You're going to send it right down there at the bottom, what the Hales at yahoo.com. All we need to know is, do you want to? She said surprise. Fran said surprise.
Okay.
Surprise. They said it's Dale Sr., not Junior, Jeremy. So apparently I'm getting it wrong. All right, next lot here. Oh, this will be a fun one, especially back to school coming. $96. $96. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 George is going to show. $96. $96. Congratulations, Fran. Flippin' just said go, go, go. $96 on this lot right here. Looks like a fun lot. If you're seeing it, I don't know if you're seeing it yet because I'm on a completely different screen, which has a whole lapse of time. You might have been seeing it. $96. Kitty Mama Felicia. Boom. Just like that. Kitty Mama Felicia did not hesitate. Kitty Mama Felicia, do you want to be surprised? Kitty Mama Felicia? And just a reminder, Kitty Mama Felicia, you're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount of $96, and tell George it's the children's book lot. And you can, should be right over there, what the Hales at yahoo.com. Yep. All right. Children's book lot. And I remember sorting that. I put that lot together, didn't I?
Yeah.
I remember sorting that when I was in Otter Creek. And I was like, oh man, these books are so cool. It was going to be a great lot. Okay.
She usually likes to be surprised.
Yeah, she does. She said surprise. I remember putting it together. I think she's going to. She says she remembers it too. She saw it too. That she already knew what she was bidding on because she'd already. It's funny that you guys remember more about the stuff we find than we remember about the stuff we find.
We go through so much.
It's so much. so much that it all starts to blend together. And we call all the storage units by names, like you've heard us say in the past, Shady Guy. We really didn't name this last one except to say the Banker. So there is in the Banking, Goodyear, Engineer. I mean, you could go the Banking, Goodyear, Engineer unit, but it was pretty incredible. All right, George, why don't you tell them about this next lot? Because I think we're up to 14 now.
This next lot has been paid for, donated back to What the Hale Sales to be put back up for sale for the 13th or 14th week in a row. Donated back by Dana Phillips. She bought it 2 weekends in a row, a total of 3 times.
For a world record.
For a record, not only for her, but a record in general. The next lot is empty. The next items I will be showing is empty.
So keep in mind that empty items, such as boxes, can yield high returns. And so I believe $99. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 just a reminder, everything she's going to show is empty. There is nothing inside. This has been gifted forward, paying it forward 14 times so far.
Oh my God.
Just did it again. Dana's so funny. Ashley tried to get in on it. Dana was all over.
This is the 4th time for her.
Dana does not mess around. Dana was like, I bet Dana was all night going, I'm getting it. I'm getting right there at the, wow. All right, Dana, I'm not even going to tell you what to do because if this is number 4 for you, you already know what to do. I have a feeling next week will be number 15, which is a crazy, crazy record. Thank you so much, Dana. We truly appreciate it. All right, we got another. This is so fun. So ridiculously fun. You know what? You guys spur on a lot of humor with things like this. Like this has been 14 times now. We couldn't have come up with this on our own. You guys did it. So
and you know who helped me put that lot together?
I don't think it was me.
So part of the arts and craft lot, Christine Roman Noodles helped me put that lot together. This empty retail box, Debbie Farmer put that lot together. Remember when she came and she helped?
14 times. That's the magic hands of Farmer and Noodles.
Yes. Debbie Farmer. She reminded me because I totally forgot. She's like, I put that lot together. I was like, oh my God, yes, you did.
So funny.
So shout out to Debbie Farmer. It must be her magic. It's her sorting skills.
She's got the skills that pays the bills. All right. If you watch the Claim to Fames every night on Sunday,
every week,
you know that there are some items that have the same exact claim to fame price every single night. And so tonight, this next lot is $98. If you follow, you probably already know what it's going to be. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 George is going to show. $98. $98. Flippin' is going to say go, go, go. She just said go, go, go. Hippie Grandma just got it, $98. Hippie Grandma got it like immediately. Hippie Grandma, do you want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised? Hippie Grandma, just a reminder, you're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount of $98 and tell George it's DVD lot number 1. You're going to send that right down below where it says whatthehales@yahoo.com. And Hippie Grandma, just want to know if you want to be surprised. We'll just go ahead. We can show you the whole box. Just go ahead and show the whole box. That'd probably be easiest. Wow. Man, Flippin' said go, go, go. And Hippie Grandma was like on it. Like nobody's business. Nobody's business. All right, Hippie Grandma, just remember to make sure you email George right there. Right there. Okay. All right. We got another lot here tonight. And if you follow, you know that 2 comes after the number 1, unless your name is Mary DeGroot. But the rest of you, you know that 2 comes after 1. So the next lot here tonight, $97. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 George is going to show. $97. $97. $97 here tonight. Flippin' just said go, go, go. And Troy says it's DVD the sequel.
This one is still sealed.
You never get enough of good sealed DVDs. DVD. I still love saying DVD. DVD. 90. What did I say it was? 97. $97. $97 here tonight on this lot, which looks like another DVD lot. DVD. $97 is the claim to fame here tonight. $97. Bob just got it. Bob Atnett just got it. $97. Bob, do you want to be surprised? What we'll do, George will just go ahead and show in the full screen. George will show in the full screen. So, Bob, just a reminder, here's what you're going to do. You are going to send your YouTube name, your real name, even if this is the same. We don't know. We don't know. And then your shipping address, and then your claim to fame amount of $97. Tell George it was DVD lot number 2. DVD lot number 2. DVD lot number 2. All right, DVD lot number 2. DVD. Oh, I bet we got some free stuff to give away tonight, don't we?
We do. Earlier, I mentioned that Jeremy will be asking a trivia question, and I'll have 2 lucky winners. And tonight's giveaway is something that people love to get. And we didn't have a sale last Sunday because I was traveling, but the giveaway is actually some Olights. We gave these away 2 Sundays ago. I believe Debbie Vaughn claimed the UV light, and Dell got this one. So here's another set. So whoever the first person is to answer the trivia question correctly, you'll get dibs on whether you want the arc field UV, which is the same thing as like a black light, or the Baton 3.
All right, I'm going to go with question number 1.
All right, let me find it real quick. Let me find it.
That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
Question number 1.
Okay.
Wow, what a great week of treasure hunting, first of all. That was just a ton of fun. And while you guys saw 4 days of treasure hunting, that was all done within less than 4 hours. And then it was released a day at a time, which gave me time and the rest of the team time to actually spend time together and do other things that need to be done. And a lot of what we did was fine-tooth sword. And the unit is so good. It really is. So what I want to know, since this unit was so good, Pepper is so cute, what's the first thing Pepper wanted dug out of the storage unit? What did Pepper want dug out of the storage unit? Pepper was right there with us all. What did Pepper want dug out of the storage unit? Pepper is an adventurer. There's no doubt. Like, she has to be in the action. She wants to be right there in the action. I keep telling Christian and Patience, I was like, she's either going to love this as she grows up, or she's going to hate it, one or the other. And right now, she loves it.
She does. And she gets to hang out with mommy and daddy while doing it.
Legal Vice
from the best.
Legal Vice says, I just have to watch videos and get free stuff. Yeah, pretty
Yes.
much.
Yes, you do, Jeff.
We do things like that.
All right,
We do
I
a lot
got
of
my
things.
2 wieners. The first person to answer the trivia question correctly with the answer of file cabinet, the first person that I see on my end is Aunt Patty. Congratulations, Aunt
Wow.
Patty. Let me know if you want the Olight UV or the Olight Baton. Both are awesome. These are sealed brand new in the box. The
Let me
second
just say that
person,
Debbie Vaughn loves her UV one.
she does. She does. And I told her, as tempting as it is, please do not share with us what you find with the UV light. I don't want to know. And don't send us pictures because you can't unsee those things. The second person to answer the trivia question correctly with file cabinet is Patty V. Congratulations, ladies. Make sure you email me at what the hells at yahoo.com. Let me know that you were the winner of tonight's trivia question. And Aunt Patty, let me know what your dibs are, first dibs are on whichever Olite you want. Thank you to everyone for tuning in from all over the planet.
Well, we moved into a town, no one around, all to get away from the snow. Put in a 2-inch line, everything was fine, till they tried to steal all my dough.
We hope you enjoyed our live stream, or tonight was our live stream. And we'll tune in again next Sunday.
Mary was in town hall. Can't do math at all. Just kept calling the law. Sending emails to Worm, hoping he'd confirm. No one would know all her flaws.
We try and release a pre-recorded video every day, Monday through Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, and then we go live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard.
And Lynette and John running their con, trying to get any money they can. Which I have to ask the question, why now? Why of all times, after begging and pleading in hundreds of GoFundMes, why now is she proactively trying to get money? Doesn't anybody question this? Like, this could have been done the entire time beforehand. But Lynette and John running their con, trying to get any money they can. Everything around them dies. Then she fake cries. They'll end up by a river in a van.
Want to thank our moderators for helping us out in the live chat this evening. We appreciate you guys with dropping links and answering frequently asked questions.
There were signs all over town. Now they're taken down. Everybody knows who done it. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time, crook. 'Cause now Lynette's living in a shed with no permit.
Thank you to everyone that sent a super chat donation or a super sticker. We truly appreciate the support.
Now Russ was texting Don, telling him it's on. Let's give the world a show. We always wanted fame, and now they know our name. In the meetings, always vote no.
Want to thank all of our members, including all of our OG members that have been members since day one, which was, I think, almost two years now. Thank you to everyone that became a What the Hales member this evening, anyone that upgraded their membership this evening, and anyone that gifted memberships. It means so much to us. Make sure you thank the person that gifted you any memberships if you did get a gift.
They're all making threats. They're all making threats. The fans are taking bets. Who's going to be the second in jail? Be Mary, Russ, or Don, Lynette, or Landon. We just know it won't be What the Hales.
Thank you to everyone that sent fan mail. We love opening up your gifts and reading your special notes. Hope you guys stay blessed, stay safe, say good night, Jeremy.
Good night, Jeremy.
Good night, everyone. We love y'all.